What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today we're talking the top anticipated upcoming sneaker releases of July 2025. So stay tuned.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I don't really know. Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video now. Before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video, man. Just like I said in the intro, man, we're talking the top anticipated upcoming sneaker releases of July 2025, right? Okay, now these videos, I do my very best to try to drop one at the beginning of the month each and every month. And yeah, they can be somewhat time consuming, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get straight to the party right here. But I will say this before I get too deep into it. Keep in mind, some of these dates and or prices and or what have in this video is subject to change. For the most up-to-date information and most current information, sign up for that sold out Discord, because we will be dropping stuff in the upcoming sneaker releases section probably every week. Not just me, but just the whole community in general. So if you want to stay up to date, join the sold out Discord. But this is what I have currently, and I'm going to share my screen here. Boom, let's see, right here, boom, right here. So I'm sharing my screen. This is pretty much what we're gonna go over, but again, some of this stuff is subject to change, so I like to throw that out there for the people who may be new into the sneaker community. But July 1st, pretty much, we don't have nothing major on the radar, but they got like some Puma, Primeros, Pin Ups. Looks like we got several colorways on that, and then they got a mule version of the Lilac Frost. These are all coming July 1st. And then if you look right here, same concept, but different colorways. Right here, we got a C Kemp, if I'm not mistaken. And then we got some Adidas up on the board here, a Lionel Messi. So pretty much we got that. This is the superstar version, so pretty much like a pink version for the people that are still into Adidas. I'm not saying that it sucks or anything like that, but you know, with the Yeezy vibe kind of going out the window, we see how it goes. Again, July 1st, we have another superstar, same colorway, different colorway, but same model or silhouette, I should say, coming July 1st. And then also, we're gonna move right along. We got the women's Air Jordan 1 Low MM version 3. Then looks like we have a Nike Sabrina 2 Team Bank, and this is a midnight colorway right here. This is where I'm at on the screen. And looks like we have a Puma Arizona Zebra print coming July 1st. Again, keep all this as subject to change. I mean, this will be a lot to be dropping all on the first for everybody to pick up. Not saying we ain't got it, but you also got to take it with a grain of salt too, man. Let's see, we'll keep moving. Looks like they got some Lego stuff coming right here. It's supposed to be a Lego Nike Dunk. Pretty much now, this is something I feel like is a digital thing that I haven't really looked too much into, so I'm not going to speak on it that much. And then moving right along again, July 1st, we have the Nike Sabrina 2 Team Bank in a white colorway. So it looks like they're going to be dropping two different colorways. Also, July 1st, looks like there's a Air Jordan 14 Golf, and this is a Hyper Royal right here up on the screen right here for the people that are playing golf. July 1st, again, we have the Nike Air Max SNDR Bright Crimson, and then we'll keep it moving. There's a Big Kids Nike A1 Volt coming July 1st. We'll keep going. So it says Nike Air Max Moto 2K Silver Black. That's anticipated July 1st. I'm not going to cover everything because it looks like we have, I'm not saying we don't have no heat coming this month, but at the same time, some of this stuff, you know, we'll see how it does. You know what I mean? So we got, looks like another like football cleat that's coming in July 1st right here. Again, we got to still show love to the athletes out there because they do be rocking. If you pay attention to some of the games, some of them cats be rocking some super dope sneakers in a cleat version. You know what I mean? July 1st, again, we have Nike Air Max Moto 2K Pink Spell. And it looks like we have a Jordan, July 1st, we have a Nike Sabrina 2 Team Bank and a University of, if I had to guess, this would be University Red. Now, with that being said, I will say this, they're hitting us back to back with the Sabrina joints. And it kind of reminds me of the Brick by Bricks colorway wise. So work with me on that one. We're moving right along again. July 1st, we have the Nike KD 18 Boys and Girls Club right over here on the left side of the screen. And then we have the Nike Air Max Thunder white metallic. And then we have the Nike Air Max Thunder olive flake. So for the people who don't know about that. And then we have the Nike Book One Night coming July 1st. And then again, July 1st again. Keep in mind, right? Look at this. I've already said like 10 or 15 sneakers all on the 1st. I mean, so you take it for what it is. I feel like a lot of this is going to be subject to change. I feel like some of this is going to be dropping in July, but not necessarily on the 1st. That's just my thoughts. Nike Dunk Low, we got the Gorge Green. We got that coming July 1st as well. And then we have the Nike Sabrina 2 Team Bank in the Gorge Green. And then July 1st again, we have the Kobe Bryant and Nike Air Force One Low. So again, looks like they're trying to do the Kobe branding all over the different like silhouettes, and I'm not mad at it at all. Again, let's move right along. We got the Adidas, and we have the Zero Metallics right over here coming July 1st. Then we got the Nike Field General light British tan coming July 1st. And then July 1st again, Nike Ja 2 Tiffany Swoosh. So interesting. I know the Ja 2s have been making their moves slowly but surely, so I don't want to seem like I'm throwing any hate. All again on July 1st again, we have the Nike Air Max Moto 2K Silver, and then there's a gold version. And then we have the pretty much on July 1st again, the Nike Air Max Up Tempo 95s NY versus NY. Again, I don't see all this dropping on the 1st. But we're just going off what the sources say, so take it with a grain of salt, right? Nike Pegasus Premium White coming July 1st, and then July 1st again, looks like we're gonna have a Adidas and Accord Black in July 1st, and then we have the Puma Special Speed Cat OG Cow Print coming July 1st, and then there's a Sabrina 2 Team Bank Game Royal coming July 1st. Interesting. So all this is supposed to be anticipated July 1st. Now, I know for a fact that looking at this next one that's on the screen right here, this Kool-Aid version of the Ja 2 joints, this actually is loaded up on the sneakers app for July 3rd, even though this site says it's for July 1st, so take it with a grain of salt. We got some more football cleats right here, but I'm going to leave those right there for the athletes. And then we have the Nike Air Max Thunder Deep Night coming July 1st as well. And then we have the Nike Sabrina 2 Team Bank Wolf Gray. Interesting. So again, take it all with a grain of salt. I would think that this stuff is all going to be probably spread out throughout the month. July 1st again, we got the Robert and Nike GT Cut 3 Turbo coming July 1st, and then of course the Reed Shepherd Nike Zoom GT Cut. And then we have also on July 1st the Air Jordan 1. This is a golf, right? For the people who play golf, Jordan 1 Low Shadow for the golf. You know what I'm saying? And then looks like we got some merchandise right here coming along all on July 1st. Mini messenger bags, a camera bag, a monogram tote, and then what's this joint? It's just a Jordan 1, a Jordan tote. For the people who are looking for some accessories, look like they got a Jordan brand backpack, and then of course a duffel bag, all coming July 1st. Again, take it with a grain of salt because I don't see it loaded up on the sneakers app, but doesn't mean it's not too late to be loaded. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. July 2nd, we have the Nike ACG and a Cave Stone colorway, and then looks like July 2nd also we have a pretty much Nike ACG Air in the Facade OG, different colorway coming up on that one as well. July 3rd, we have the Adidas Dame X Lime Burst, and then we have the Nike Pegasus 41 LV8 coming July 3rd as well. Very interesting, man. So we got a lot of stuff coming in. Then of course I did see these on the sneakers app. We do have the Air Jordan 3 Pure Money 3s. I will see that these shoes, if they move or not, that'll be interesting. Looks like we got a women's Pegasus coming July 3rd, and that's gonna be like a black and yellow colorway. And then also July 3rd, I do see these loaded up on the sneakers app as well. Nike SB Dunk Low Burgundy Crush for the people that's looking for that. And then we have the Pegasus Premium Barely Green coming July 3rd as well. And these are the Ja 2, if I'm not mistaken, in the Tropical Punch colorway. I have seen these loaded up on the sneakers app, and it look like there's more colorways coming for the Pegasus Premium, you know what I'm saying? So there's a Mayfly, and it looks like there's a black colorway as well. And then of course this is the Pure Money, where am I looking for, big kid sizes, so they're going to be getting their size in the Pure Money. I think it's going to be a full size run on the Pure Money 3s, so for the people who want to do the whole family photo traditional joint, you know, by all means do your thing. July 10th, we got New Balance ABZ 0RB 2000. Pretty much that's coming July 10th. And looks like we got the Nike Sabrina 3 Glacier Blue. No images, but anticipated July 10th. And then we're gonna keep the party going right here in the New Balance world. Looks like we have a pretty much, what am I looking for? Mazda Green in the 992 colorway. Yeah, and then of course we have more New Balances coming again. And then the Levi and Nike Air Max 95 Black coming July 11th. This is my thing, bro. These actually don't look bad. They keep it 100, but I think it just kind of hit with the foes and we kind of done with it. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it in other shoes. I will say this, or other silhouettes, I don't hate it. And it looks like they also got it in a pretty much light or wood colorway, right? Okay, again, I think this is slightly different, but I think this is gonna be a Levi's collab, and it says it right there, right in front of my face. So boom, they got the black version, and then they got a like light or wood version. I don't hate them. I'm be honest, I don't hate them. They're anticipated July 11th. Then we got the Nike React and the Rejuvenate Black. And then we have July 11th as well. The Jordan Tatum 3 tie-dye. Not a fan of tie-dye, never have been and probably never will be, but not saying the shoe sucks or anything. Just not for me personally, right? Okay. I'm gonna keep the party going. It says Nike Book 1 and the Desert Camo coming July 11th. And then of course, there's a Levi Nike Air Max 95 Obsidian. Okay, cool. They're not bad. July 12th, Adidas DON, which is done. Issue number 7 coming July 12th. Let's keep the party going right here. Pretty much, no images on this one right over here on the left, but it says who decides war in Air Jordan Flight Court. So we're gonna see if that's gonna be coming in soon. Got some more cleats, and this looks like pretty much nothing but a shattered backboard version of cleats as I go through the plethora of these all on the 12th. There's a youth version, you know, there's pretty much a mid version, and then pretty much again a low version, right? So again, it looks like that's pretty much setting us up for what we're gonna see later down the road this month, right? July 12th, we got the Air Jordan 40, the classics, and then also Air Jordan 12. On the 12th, we have the Adidas AE1 Low on the pre-loved lime colorway, and I'm talking right here for the people who are trying to keep track. And then there's a July 14th Nike KD 18th Atomic Pink. Cool. So pretty much, and this is a cleat right coming here on July 15th for the people who's gonna keep up with the cleats. So I'm gonna keep the party going because I know I'm not really doing too much in the cleat world because I don't really be out there on the field like that. I'm in the field, but I'm not in the field if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? July 17th, we got the Nike Victory Tour for the Open. And then also July 17th, we have LeBron 21 Prime 93. Obviously, the name Prime 93 is probably inspired off the Diamond Turfs because that looks nothing but like a LeBron version of the Diamond Turfs if you ask me, and I'm right here for the people who don't know. July 18th again, looks like we have the Air Jordan 3 Starfish, kind of over those Starfish themed sneakers, but I'm gonna keep it moving. July 18th, we had the A.J. Wilson and Nike Com Slide. Pause, because that didn't sound right. And then Nike, on July 18th, we had the Arcs Rec and Nike SB Air Trainer 1. And then look like July 18th, we have a Nike SB Dunk for that as well. Keeping the party going, July 18th, we have the Nike Kobe 6 Pro Total Orange. And then looks like they're going to be doing like a basketball. And then we also are anticipating July 19th, the Air Jordan 8 Aquas. So interesting. I don't know if I'll be going for those again. My pair are still in very great condition for, you know, the previous years that I've had it. So I don't know if I'll still be trying to go back and get a fresh pair. Normally I do though. Let's see. We got July 22nd, the Nike Air Force 1 NY versus NY. Looks like we got the Asics Metaspeed Sky Tokyo. And there's an Edge Tokyo. So there's two different versions all coming on July 25th. And then pretty much looks like we got this one kind of anticipated right here up on my screen as I get to it. Pretty much the Adidas Harden Volume 9 Demo or Dynamo. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. This right here is probably going to be a problem. July 26th, Air Jordan 4 Rare Air. Definitely a must cop for the kid. I would like to have them in my collection. I got the 3s, so I feel like why not get the 4s? I'm hoping people keep that same energy and sleep on these because I would really like a pair. July 31st, we have the Nike A1 Fierce Purple. And then also anticipated, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low OG no swoosh pack. So again, this is pretty much an Air Jordan 1 Low without the swoosh. And then of course in July, we have just some more anticipated sneakers as well. I'm not gonna try to expose too much to next month, but pretty much you see what we got up on the screen. It looks like there's a JJ John New Balance 993 military version over here. And then this is a part of the no swoosh pack, but like a white and black version, right? Okay, so let me put myself back on the main screen. I think that pretty much is gonna talk upcoming sneaker releases. So no major heavy hitters other than one. I thought the Shatter backboards were coming in July, but I'm assuming maybe they've been pushed back. Maybe it's gonna be added on later. Again, keep in mind it's subject to change, so take it with a grain of salt. Again, let me know what you sound off in the comment section. Sound off in the comment section what you are anticipating copping this month. So I know for a fact that for the month of June, I don't think I copped anything like at all. So July, I don't know, I'm on the fence about a few things, but we'll see how it goes. Other than that, man, y'all, I'm gonna go and get everybody thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.